So this is a follow-up to my second trimester. This is about my experiences in my third trimester with my last son. I had crazy heartburn. I was at the store for Tums like every other day, or my husband was at the store for Tums like every other day. I had constipation, of course. It was pretty bad. I was not drinking, the amount of water that I should, because I just had no desire for it. I did not really want or care for water. And this was something that was total opposite of my normal, routine, because all I drink is water. I hardly ever had a soda. But during pregnancy, that's what I wanted. I wanted soda. I wanted that, that carbonation, to help with the heartburn and help things, go down and flow a little better. So I would have these weird spells of, feeling hot and uncomfortable during my ultrasounds. Like I couldn't lay flat, or even at home in my bed, I couldn't lay flat for extended periods of time, which we shouldn't do anyway. But yeah, I would feel hot and uncomfortable. And this was around 32 weeks or so, about 31, 32 weeks and on up, until the time I delivered him at 38 weeks. And I would get, this feeling of shortness of breath. And I'm pretty sure that all of these symptoms came from the fact that I had polyhydramniosis, which is excess amniotic fluid. So around 30 weeks, I took my glucose tests. So I took, the solution, the sugar solution, and I couldn't leave the clinic for an hour. So I just, sat there and waited around for an hour for it to take effect and do what it needs to do. And, I was not diabetic. So that came back negative. And so I did not have to come back to take the subsequent, 3-hour test. If it's found to be positive, you have to come back and take that 3-hour test, but I did not. So I was kind of wary about that test and the results of it, because, for a few years I have been pre-diabetic and I've been trying to get that under wraps. So, when that test came back the way it did, I was extremely happy about that. So, again, I had heartburn, sore, itchy breast, probably from them growing and expanding. My stomach was also very itchy and tender and sensitive and painful in certain spots where it was stretching. And yeah, I had lightning crotch. Disclaimer, lightning crotch, where you would get these sharp, jabs of pain, radiating through that area. As far as being nauseous, I was nauseous, but it wasn't extreme. I only vomited twice during this pregnancy, and it wasn't a whole lot either. One of the times was, I do believe I got food poisoning. I went to IHOP because that's what I was craving at the time. And, the next morning I was vomiting, and I was almost certain that that was food poisoning. Okay. And the next time that I had a vomiting episode was about 3 days before I was induced. So I don't know if it was nerves, it was, complications from what was going on with the baby, or, whatever the case may be, something I ate. But yeah, those were just the 2 times that I actually vomited. And as far as swelling was concerned, I really didn't have a whole lot of swelling. It was very mild, pretty much unnoticeable. And I did notice it, however, when I was wearing, it happened when I was wearing flat shoes. So when I was wearing shoes with no support, that's usually when I got the swelling in my hands. But not in my hands so much, but more so in my feet. And I really didn't get any swelling until my third trimester. I didn't have it in my second or any time, prior to that. So yeah, those were some of the things I experienced in my third trimester. And comment, ask any questions you may have if you're experiencing the same things. And thank you for watching.